Good afternoon, everyone. The 23% challenge is in full effect. Guys, this is Coach D here, and I am very excited about today's topic. Why, you may ask? Well, we actually have our very first question. Yes, one of my viewers decided to send me an email, and she had a question about the 23% challenge. So today I'm going to address her question and also offer some other suggestions. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and run right into it. So our question today comes from Inga Lee. She happens to reside in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and she is a proud mother of two daughters. Well, Inga, I want to thank you for writing into the 23% challenge. As it turns out, your question is very important to the 23% challenge. Why? Because it deals with nutrition. So Inga writes in, she says, I'm aware that the 23% challenge is one part vegan and one part wellness. My question is about the vegan diet. I would like to know which vegetables I should eat, their benefits, and can you also provide some possible ideas for recipes and or dishes? Wow. Well, Inga, this is a loaded question. You're asking a lot, but here at the 23% challenge, we deliver. Okay? So guys, let's go ahead and jump right into today's presentation, and we'll be able to address all of Inga's questions. So, but first, let's kind of dive into what vegetables are. Vegetables basically, it's any plant whose fruit, seeds, roots, tubers, bulbs, stems, leaves, or flower parts are used as food. Also, we can describe vegetables as a dull, spiritless, and uninteresting food. Now, I have to disagree a little bit with that second definition, only because most people, excluding myself, find vegetables to be dull, spiritless, and uninteresting, perhaps because they lack sugar. In particular, they lack fructose. So normally, vegetables aren't going to be as sweet as, let's say, fruits are. And also, I will have to say that some people may find vegetables to be uninteresting, partly because they don't know how to prepare them. So that's part of the mystery that we are going to solve today. Here's another great question. Should I eat vegetables? Well, let's figure it out. So here are a few questions. Number one, do you want to live a healthier lifestyle? Number two, do you want to live longer? Number three, do you want to lose weight? Number four, do you want to build, strengthen, or tone your muscles? Number five, do you want to prevent cancer, diabetes, and heart disease? Question 6, do you want to add a variety to your diet? So if you answered yes to any of those questions, then most certainly you should start eating more vegetables. Now here's the thing. Some people will say, well, you know what? I already eat vegetables. But believe it or not, you can eat more. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I want to encourage everyone, as well as Inga, to start eating more vegetables. Why? Because they have tons of benefits. Speaking of benefits, let's proceed. Benefits. All right. So here are the benefits of eating vegetables. Number one, they may reduce the risk of strokes and or heart attacks. They may reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes, may protect against certain cancers such as cancer of the mouth, stomach, and colon rectal cancers. They may reduce the risk of coronary heart disease by reducing blood cholesterol levels. They may reduce the risk of developing kidney stones, and they may also help decrease bone loss. They may lower our calorie intake, and if anybody out there is constipated, guess what? They do relieve constipation. So that's a good thing, which basically means you will spend less time on the toilet. So, here is our first vegetable. Let's take a look at onions. Yes, onions. You'll get the most out of this veggie cancer-fighting antioxidants by eating it raw. Now, to be honest with you guys, I don't know about eating onions raw. Maybe in a salad, okay, or on a sandwich, or maybe in a soup. But for the most part, I prefer my onions cooked. Cooking onions at a high heat significantly reduces the benefits of phytochemicals that protect against lung and prostate cancer. So, if we're going to cook our onions, please keep them at a low heat. All right, now here's a dish: rosemary potato baked with onions and tomatoes. Now, this particular dish was researched on the website for Forks Over Knives. So, Inga, if you want to go ahead and visit forksoverknives.com, you can go ahead and get more details about this particular dish. Moving on. Next up is corn. Love corn. On the cob or off, just make sure you eat your corn cooked. Now, this is just the opposite of onions. Onions, they prefer us to eat them raw. Corn, they want us to eat it cooked. So I have no problem with that. I love cooked corn. A study in the Journal of Agricultural Food and Chemistry found that the longer corn was cooked, the higher the level of antioxidants such as lutein, which combats blindness in older adults. Wow, very interesting. And a dish, we could cook harvest cornbread. Now, Inga, I hope you enjoy cornbread. Lord knows I do. So here's the thing. If you cook it, send me some in the mail and I'll let you know how it tastes. Okay? Next up are peas. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me explain to you that peas are a type of legume. Okay? And basically, legumes are beans and peas. Tiny but mighty, one study in the International Journal of Cancer found that daily consumption of green peas along with other legumes lowered the risk of stomach cancer. Wow, how nice. A dish, shepherd's pot pie. So if you want to go ahead and make some shepherd's pot pie, peas are going to be in the ingredient list. So go ahead, go to the store, buy your peas, make the shepherd's pot pie. Next up is kale, okay? Kale, this veggie's curly green leaves are chock full of vitamin C, an antioxidant that may reduce the risk of heart disease by lowering levels of LDL, or we can say the bad cholesterol. Now, I am particularly interested in kale. Why? Because of my event, and so I know that it's very important for me to keep my blood cholesterol levels low, thus protecting my heart. So I love kale. If you're not a fan of kale, then you could try collard greens or turnip greens. Those are two very good alternatives. And here's a dish. What was that? Quinoa with kale and roasted butternut squash. Wow, that sounds a little complex, but delicious at the same time. Number 5, we have broccoli. You know, the cool thing about broccoli is when you look at it in this picture, it almost looks like a miniature tree. Go figure. Broccoli is full of cancer-fighting antioxidants. Now, some people may be wondering, well, what is an antioxidant? Well, in a nutshell, antioxidants are chemicals that basically fight free radicals. Okay, they buffer free radicals, or we can use the term deactivate free radicals. What you may want to note is that there are 3 vitamins in particular that serve as antioxidants. If you can remember this word, then you'll never forget which vitamins serve as antioxidants. Just remember the word ACE. Vitamins A, vitamin C, and vitamin E. So together they spell the word ACE. So again, vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E. Those are your 3 vitamins that serve as antioxidants. One study found men who ate 5 servings or more per week of cruciferous veggies, broccoli is one of them, were half as likely to develop bladder cancers over a 10-year period as men who rarely ate them. A dish idea? How about cream of broccoli soup? Sounds pretty good for all of you soup lovers out there. Number 6, we have red bell peppers. Sounds great. One medium pepper is light on calories, only 32, but heavy on vitamin C, another antioxidant, providing 150% of your recommended daily value and warding off atherosclerosis, which can unfortunately lead to heart disease. Two alternatives to red bell peppers. If you don't like the color red, you can always go with yellow or green. Here's a dish for you, Inga. Caramelized onion and pepper quesadillas. I love quesadillas. All right, who knew that they had bell peppers in them? I guess whenever I eat them, I don't stop to think about what's really inside of it. So now I know bell peppers are in quesadillas. So Inga, go ahead, make some quesadillas, send them to me. I'll let you know how they taste. Number 7 is spinach. Love spinach, right? Spinach is packed with carotenoids, okay, antioxidants that promote healthy eyes, right? We all need to see, we all need healthy eyes, and help prevent macular degeneration, all right? The leading cause of blindness in older adults. You know, in the movie Forks Over Knives, they talked about how important it is to eat a whole food plant-based diet. And one of the quotes that they go over in the movie is, let food be thy medicine. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, all of the vegetables that we've discussed so far, they all offer health benefits. So, in essence, food should be our medicine. Cooking the green helps make lutein, all right, more absorbable in the body. But again, you always want to be careful. Do not overcook your vegetables, and in this case, spinach. Here's a dish idea. Pizza with creamed spinach, sun-dried tomatoes, red onion, and olives. Now guys, I'm a huge fan of pizza, but I really don't like olives. So if I were to make this dish, I would definitely remove the olives. Sorry. Next up, number 8 are alfalfa sprouts. Okay. This tiny powerhouse is rich in beta carotene, okay, an oxidant that protects against lung cancer and helps maintain healthy skin, hair, nails, gums, glands, bones, and teeth. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are concerned about the way your hair looks, guess what? Eat more alfalfa sprouts. It's a good source of vitamin E, which may help prevent heart attacks. Woohoo! Love those, all right? Strokes, and lower the risk of death from bladder cancer. Very important. Now, Inga, I could not find a dish, but I do have some ideas for you. Alfalfa sprouts can be added to any salad, sandwich, or wrap, and they don't have to be cooked. So this can be an easy addition to any of those three. So again, they're very good in salads, sandwiches, and wraps. Hope that helps. Number 9, Brussel sprouts. These balls of antioxidants can help detoxify cancer-causing free radicals. And with 80% of your daily vitamin C in just half a cup. See, that's not even a lot. Half a cup is a very small amount, right? Go ahead and eat them. Get all your antioxidants. They help fight heart disease and ward off cataracts. Here's a dish for you. Roasted Brussels sprouts and grapes. Yes, grapes and Brussels sprouts. Now that's an interesting combination. Never heard of it before, but with the 23% challenge, we should keep our minds open to new ideas. Yes, that's what it's all about. Number 10, our last one, are beets. Good old beets. All right, not Beats by Dre. Okay, but the type that you actually eat. Yes, beets. Roasted or pickled. Interesting. This root vegetable contains high levels of antioxidants that fight cancer, as well as lutein, which protects the eyes. Don't throw out those leaves. That's right. So, I don't know if you've ever purchased beets before, or maybe you've seen them in the produce section of your grocery store. You'll notice that the beet itself is actually a root. And similar to a carrot, it has very large leaves. So here they're telling us not to throw out the leaves. So as it turns out, beet greens are the most nutritious part of the vegetable and can be cooked like any other dark leafy green. That's right. So don't throw out the leaves, cook them, eat them. They're good for you. And here is a suggested dish. Looks like hearty vegetable stew can be amazing. So go ahead, Inga, eat your beets and do not throw out the leaves. Maybe you can add them to the stew. Maybe you could put them in a salad. Maybe you could substitute the leaves for lettuce if you're making a sandwich. So this is a great vegetable. Please take advantage of all of its benefits and everything that it has to offer. All right, so here are some other options because, and I'll be completely honest, Coach D, right? I'm here to love, I'm here to share, I'm here to grow, and I'm also here to be honest. All right, I do not like to cook. I'm sorry. So for those of you who share the same attitude towards cooking that I do, I would like to share with you something that I do, right? I go to Whole Foods, I go to the fresh market, and I go to their kitchen where they have pre-cooked foods, or shall I say hot foods, foods that are already cooked. Less work for me, more eating for me. So if you don't like to cook, right, or if you have an aversion to cooking, or you are cooking challenged, right, then go to either Whole Foods or to the fresh market, go to their kitchen, right, and look at the variety of vegetables that they have to offer. Now, some of the vegetables that they have to offer may or may not be on our list, but that's okay, right? The whole idea of the 23% challenge is to get as many nutrients in your body so that you are healthier. So again, try Whole Foods, try the fresh market, and let me know how it works out for you. Take home message. Yes, there is always a take home message. And today's take home message is eat your vegetables. And of course, the take home message for the 23% challenge is eat well, feel well, think well, do well. And for those of you who have been following me, I've now added a new one. Be well. Yes. So please eat your vegetables, eat well, feel well, think well, do well, and of course now be well. And we're going to end today's video with a question. So question of the day, right? What is your favorite vegetable? It's a very simple question. Shouldn't take you too long to answer it. So write me a comment below, for the video, or you can always send me an email just like Inga did, right? And I want to let you guys know that most of the dishes / recipes that I gave today can be found on the website for Forks Over Knives. So all you have to do is go to forksoverknives.com, enter in the vegetable, or just enter in the name of the dish, and it'll pop up. It'll give you the ingredients, it'll give you the instructions, and it'll give you the cooking time. It's very, very simple. I've done it even though I don't like to cook, but I encourage everyone to go to forksoverknives.com to check it out. So guys, this is Coach D. I'm signing out with the vegetable portion of the 23% challenge. All right, enjoy your day. That's it. Take care. Bye-bye.